everybody, my name is Xuul, and welcome to modding Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. In today's episode, we are going to be looking at the mod Casino Pazaak Animated. This mod changes the UI of the really boring vanilla Pazaak in Kotor 2 and makes it a lot nicer and a lot more enjoyable to play. So first and foremost, it does this by adding HD textures. There's a 4K background texture, so it will take a little while to download this mod, but it is worth it. Second up is kind of a new style to Pazaak. It sort of blends the sort of wooden look that you see at a lot of casinos with sort of a Mass Effect, Star Wars kind of futuristic look. It blends them together in a really cool way and gives you sort of a unique aesthetic, and I personally really like it. It also has a slight animation in the background. You'll be able to see that when we get to the video, and it of course retextures the cards, gives like a little bluish thing in the card highlighting, all of that stuff. As long as you have a decent PC, like a modern-ish PC, it shouldn't affect performance. I don't feel a single hit to my performance because it's just the Pazaak UI, so there's not really a lot to worry about there. And finally, you need to stay tuned to the end of the video because there are some special installation instructions. But enough with these boring words, let's get into video. Yeah! Alrighty, so here we are in game in a round of Pazaak. Well, we're just choosing our cards right now. As you can see, the game looks a million times better, at least in my opinion. You can sort of see that cool blue glowing overlay for when you're selecting your cards. All of the cards, of course, are still easily identifiable. You can tell which one's the positive, which one's the negative, and which ones are the changing cards. Here's what it looks like normally, as you can see here, and then if we go back, that's right, it looks a lot better. The textures are just so much higher qualities, and there's so much more details. The same is true with the board. This is just a screenshot of the regular sort of Pazaak, and then if we go right here, we will see the beginning of a game, and it looks a lot nicer. There's that slight animation you can see up by the names near the top, and kind of down near where the end turn is. You can sort of see things moving around with sort of an energy, and I think that's a really cool look. The textures, of course, are all really high definition and crisp. They look awesome. The cards are still easily identifiable, so it's not like there's any confusion on the colors, anything like that. It just looks so much better, and you might as well go ahead and download this mod. Now, if your game doesn't look exactly like mine does here, and it looks kind of terrible, it's because you failed to follow the installation instructions, because there is a sort of a flipping thing you have to do with the textures. It'll be covered at the end of the video here. Finally, we'll just take a look at the new icons for the Pazaak cards. They look really cool too. This is just a screenshot from the mod author's page. I didn't actually have time to get this myself, but you know, check it out on your own if you'd like. It makes the Pazaak look much better. But now, on to the installation process. Alright, and it's time to cover the installation. Now hold on right there if you're going to click away from the video, because this does use a slightly different installation method than some of the mods that I've covered in the past. This mod is going to require an XNView install, and it's pretty simple to do, but I'm going to walk you through it. First thing you're going to need to do is head over to the mod page, link is in the description, and go over to the download section. Here you'll find 3 files. Remember that you can only download 1 file at a time because it's not going to let you, and download casinopazaak.rar and update 1.1. Now if we try and download update 1.1 while this one is downloading, we will get an error. This is normal, it's just the way the website works, so wait until the first file is downloaded before downloading the second file. You can also download this how to install, but you don't really need it since I'm going to be covering it here. Next up, head over to the XNView link in the description, which you can see right there, to download XNView. This is a cool kind of multimedia converter that's going to allow us to flip the textures the right direction. If you install without doing this, you are going to get upside down textures and it's going to look awful. Then don't come to the comments and complain to me. Don't complain to the mod author. It's your fault because I covered it in this video. Click on the download button here and it'll bring you to the bottom of the page. Scroll down to where it says minimal and download xnview min.setup. Click right here and it'll download a small executable, but because I don't want to wait for the executable to download, we're just going to go ahead and click on it right here. Double click on this and hit run. It's going to open up some software. After this, click OK, and you're going to install XNView. So I'm just going to agree to the licensing agreement, and you can just really leave it there. There's no real reason. Or if you're like me, who uses multiple hard drives, I have several different hard drives in my computer, as you can see, I'm just going to move it over into my utilities folder, just to save space on my SSD. After that, hit next, and finish installing it. This will only take a few moments, depending on how powerful your computer is. Mine is good enough to get it done in only a few seconds, even while recording. Okay, so at this point you should have Casino Pazaak and Update 1.1.rars both downloaded and brought onto your desktop. Using either WinRAR or 7Z, go ahead and extract these folders. I've already done this here just to save us a little bit of time. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and create a new folder on your desktop. I'm just going to call it, I don't know, Pazaak. I'm sure I spelled that wrong. In fact, I know I did because there's two A's, but I can't go back because this is a video. Next up, open up the Casino Pazaak folder, click on anything in here, click Ctrl A to select all, and then drag and drop into your new folder. Do the same with Update 1.1, again, Ctrl A, drag, drop, and just to merge it all into one file. You no longer need these two folders here, you have this working folder right here. Inside this folder, you will see a bunch of different .tgas in here, and some .txis. Now if you don't see the file extensions, I'm going to quickly go over how you can see file extensions. Some people have issues with them. I'm not sure if this is one of them. Open up your start menu or whatever you need to do in Windows 7 at least, and you want to go to folder options. This can be found in your control panel, or you can just search for it. Once you're here, go over to the view section and make sure that you have this: show hidden files and folders, and hide extensions for known file types. So it should match mine. This should be unchecked and you should hit apply. This should be right here. Now, the first one you don't actually need for this video, but in general when you're modding games, those two options are really useful. After that, you should definitely be able to see the file extensions here. Go ahead and sort them by type. We're then going to scroll down and we're going to select the .txi files, and we're going to go ahead and cut. Then we're going to go to our Steam folder, or wherever our Kotor 2 is installed. In my case, since it's the Steam version, it's Steam, Steam Apps Common, Xuul Republic 2. We're going to open up our override folder right here, and we're going to paste the .txis in here. Now, if it's going to overwrite, just go ahead and click Move and Replace. That's it. So once the .txi files are moved and cut and pasted into your override folder, keeping this override folder open, we're going to open up XNView. Or what you can actually do, just to save yourself a little bit of time, is select the new folder you made, this misspelt Pazaak, and click Browse with XNView. After that, you should have a whole bunch of different TGA files here, which will make your life a lot easier. After that, click on one of them and click Ctrl A to select everything. Then you're gonna, Ctrl A, then you're gonna right click and click Batch Processing. This is going to open up a screen right here, as you can see. From the batch processing screen, we're going to need to change the output directory, and we want this one to be our override file. That's why we kept this open. So in my case, Steam, Steam Apps Common, Xuul Republic 2 override. Basically, just go to wherever your override is, copy this, and paste it into the directory section here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and favorite it or whatever, and that'll get us the correct location. As far as format is concerned, you want to change this to TGA, or True Vision Targa. After that, you're going to want to have the overwrite button set to replace, just to make sure everything's good. And then finally, make sure your settings just match mine, just exactly. Just look at my screen. Right here is how you want the settings to go. Then hit go. It's going to put these in here, and it's going to fix the error that can sometimes occur where the files end up upside down in your game, making it look really weird. After that's done, you can actually go ahead and just launch the game. It should be working. Thank you very much for watching. I hope the video was informative and helpful. If you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do cover a lot of other things, such as Kotor mod spotlights. I try and do one every week. Fallout 3, Oblivion modding. I do tutorials and spotlights on those games as well. I also have a couple of Let's Plays going. If you're interested in that kind of thing, please check it out. Finally, I've been doing a lot more IRL stuff, so there's going to be a lot of unboxing, tech spotlights, things like that. So if you're interested, consider subscribing to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, support me if that's your thing, whatever. Links are all in the description for all that stuff, as well as the mod. Thank you very much again for watching. It does mean a lot to me. I really do enjoy making these videos, and I love it when they get a lot of views. Anyways, I have been Xuul. I hope you have an excellent day.